Our 10th park of the year is a family tradition. Hey everybody, this is Paul with 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and today's challenge is to get on the 5 roller coasters I need to today while a very rainy day here at Knoebels Amusement Park. Now, Knoebels is one of our home parks, and this is the start of the new season, so we wanted to make sure that we got here as soon as possible. So right here is Impulse going. Now, the goal for today is very simple. I want to get on all 5 of these coasters so we can pretty much kick that aspect of the park. And hopefully it is a Wednesday and it is rainy, so hopefully we're not going to have a major problem today getting to that goal. My other goal too is Knoebels might be the first park that we're actually able to knock out all the videos for. If you're familiar with what we do, we basically have helpful hints and we have must rides and all that. But we've done all these things with Knoebels, so after today, we should actually have Knoebels completely done for the year. So kick back and relax, and we're going to let you know what we are going to be filming throughout the day as we ride to 125. Alright, so we jumped right on Impulse as soon as we got here. It was kind of weird because it is raining a bit there, so it kind of felt like I was getting waterboarded. But afterwards, there is a couple things that scare me a lot in life, and one of them is this scenic skyway. But I was going through our list, and I mentioned before there's some videos I want to knock out this year. So the one that I definitely felt like I needed to knock out was some POVs. We don't do roller coaster POVs, but we do stuff on trains and stuff like that. And I faced my fear, and I just got off of the scenic skyway. Now, if you're familiar with this ride, it's kind of horrifying for somebody who's afraid of heights. When you look here, you actually get on these cars. It's a traditional ski lift kind of ride there, but you get on these things, and first of all, it's raining, so there's no cover there, but it goes all the way up. Let me get a better angle here. It goes all the way up this mountain, turns around and comes all the way back. So the entire ride, you're about 30-40 feet off the ground. If you notice, right here, you're going over the road, and you're probably about 50-60 feet above the road there, basically hanging from a cable. So it's quite horrifying. So for me to actually get on this thing and do a POV, definitely make sure you check that one out there, because I was horrified. You can hear the fear in my voice. So if you like watching somebody go through personal heck and hear their voice quivering, that was definitely the ride today there. But we got the POV, we'll be dropping that later. So now I'm going to go a little bit deeper in the park there. We're at 37 coasters. Number 37 was, of course, right here with Impulse, which is great. I love the vertical lift, except for the fact that when it's raining, you're basically getting water right in your mouth there. So, but let's go off and find some more stuff. All right, we're over here by the Stein and Goodwin Carousel here, which is usually not one that really gets as much love as over here in the back of the park in the kids section. But we just got off Old Smoky. I did the second POV of the day. When you're doing these kind of things there, I tend to neglect the POVs, but I'm noticing that people are enjoying those more and more. So I had 2 I wanted to do today. I knocked out both of those right away. The scenic skyway, of course, was the scariest, but we also knocked out the Old Smoky. We might do a Ferris wheel. We might do maybe the Haunted Mansion too today. But like I said, the rain is starting to let up. It's starting to look like a beautiful day, and there's not many people here. So we should be able to knock out all the POVs, all the spotlights and all that. But then we might also be able to knock out the Revisit It and show you all the new stuff. So we'll be working on that a little bit later on this afternoon. So now I'm heading to the back of the park. I might jump on the Haunted Mansion, but then I'm going to aim for Black Diamond to get that coaster credit. Right, so one of the things I didn't expect today, but because it's such a slow day, was we were actually able to do a POV of the Haunted Mansion right over here. Now, the Haunted Mansion is now 51 years old, because last year it celebrated its 50th year anniversary. So I can honestly say this has been a great experience. This is a fantastic dark ride, probably one of the best I've been on in a long time. And that's saying a lot, because I tend to always try to get on these dark rides. But the Haunted Mansion at Knoebels might be 50 years old, but it's definitely one of the best. Make sure you check it out when you're here at Knoebels. All right, so one of the bummers of today is the fact that the International Food Court is not open today here, but just came back here real quick, and I jumped on Black Diamond, and I can honestly say Black Diamond was, everything was going great. It's usually one that we miss, but I might actually not do that anymore, because when it came to Black Diamond today, all the features were going great. The cars were going fantastic. All the scares were there. The water feature, the tunnel with all the lights, the bats, every eyeball was going. It was definitely a real good one. And I was really impressed, especially considering how old this is and how it used to be over at Hunt's Pier as Golden Nugget. So Black Diamond is definitely one we usually kind of skip, but I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. It was definitely worth the ride there, and it was our 38th coaster of the year. So now I'm going to head on over. One of the rides that I tend to avoid usually is Flying Turns, but as you can tell, it's a rainy day on a Wednesday. Not many people here at the park, so I'm going to jump on Flying Turns and make that my 39th coaster of the year. Just go off the 39th coaster of the year. That's Flying Turns. One of a kind. Knoebels actually built this guy in-house. It is a wooden bobsled, which is something you usually don't see. It was actually riding pretty good, which is surprising, because usually I skip this one, kind of like with Black Diamond. I usually just hit the big three all the time, but I love the fact that this thing was flying through pretty good. Definitely seemed to be a lot more helixes than I remembered. Definitely has to be a lot of maintenance on this wooden structure, but when it comes to wooden roller coasters, Knoebels is not afraid to, kind of do their own thing, which is kind of neat. Yeah, this is a great little coaster here. So definitely was a fun ride for number 39. So of course, if you're gonna come to Knoebels and you have a marquee number to hit, you might as well go with that bad boy right there, Phoenix, which is the award-winning winning coaster of the year right here. So I'm gonna make that the 40th ride of the year, because it just makes sense, doesn't it? Just to make one of the best there. We're flying through the lines because today there's really not many people here. Right there's the organ that's always playing, but yep, we're gonna go jump on Phoenix, and then we're gonna head over to Twister. All right, our 40th coaster of the year is the Phoenix over here at Knoebels. And you know as well as I do, this thing always wins the Golden Ticket Award there. And I'll be honest with you, it was flying today. This is definitely a top roller coaster. Glad that it's so close to me. I'm kind of blessed where I live near Hershey, Knoebels, Dorney, and all that. There's so many great rides. The organ's going, even though the park is pretty dead today because, first of all, it's a Wednesday, early in the season. It's May 15th. And also, it was raining most of the morning, but the rain stopped, and this is always like my favorite time to go, because when the rain stops, you got pretty much the park to yourself, because people make their decisions very early in the day. So that is the 40th coaster for us. And we got one more that we definitely have to hit, which is Twister. And since there's no line, I might actually add Cosmos Curves. I'm not sure on that, but that will get us up to 42. And the funny thing about it is, even though I've hit all these other parks this year, Great Adventure and Hershey Park and Dorney and Lakemont and all this, the first park we're going to kick is probably going to be Knoebels, because yet again, the exact opposite of what I dealt with Hershey Park the last time I went to Hershey Park. It was so many people, it was crazy. And like I said, this isn't great for the Knoebels per se, but for somebody who wants to get on some rides, I've been here about an hour and a half and I only have 2 more rides to go on, and I jumped on the Haunted Mansion and Old Smoky and the Scenic Skyway, so I did things I never do, and it worked out pretty well. So, but now I'm going to walk all the way over to Twister, make that the 41st, because today I am kind of going with the roller skate rule, where, you know what, you need to get the credits first and then play. And I've already knocked out 3 POVs. I was planning on doing 2. I already knocked out 3 with Scenic Skyway and the Old Smoky, and then I actually got permission to film the Haunted Mansion, which is 51 years old. So knocked out a lot of stuff so far, but once I'm done doing these coasters, we're going to start working on the what's new at Knoebels, and basically that one should be dropping pretty quick too. And you know, there's a lot of food things this year, I found out, but I will stop at guest services and get all that. But right there's where my goal is. Right there is Twister, so that's where I'm heading to get our 41st. All right, we just got off Twister, which is our 41st coaster of the year, and that is pretty much most of the rides that we were going to do today, roller coaster wise. So we're about halfway done with our day here at Knoebels, and if you like what you see and if you enjoyed our video so far, definitely give it a like and definitely consider subscribing. We're hitting 60 parks this year, and of course this is our 10th of the year, so we have a lot more to go for this summer, guys, and it's only the middle of May, so the summer is basically just starting. So kick back and relax. We are still going to be doing some more things today. We shot a couple POVs that we usually don't do, and now we're going to be working on some spotlights, and of course one of our most popular videos this year is Revisited. So I'm going to be heading over to guest services right now and finding out what's new and exciting at Knoebels. But yet again, like and subscribe, because we're only about halfway done with the video. So for the last hour or so, I've been kind of hanging around here, basically doing the what's new at Knoebels. And one of the things I stumbled into is the paratroopers down, temporarily closed. Doesn't look like it's going to be temporary. It looks like it's going to be at least all summer, where paratroopers not going to be going there. But I just went through this, between here, the paratrooper, and Haunted Mansion, there's a lot of food stands, and there is so many, and I do mean so many new things that you want to definitely check out, and food-wise here at Knoebels. So many different items, so many different things that I've never heard of before. So that's the one thing about Knoebels. They're always trying to do something new and exciting, and they usually succeed. Alright, so it's 3 o'clock now, and I have just finished the Revisited video. So there's only a couple more things that I really need to do. Now, there is something that I'm not very proud of. So I'm over here by Impulse, which I am proud of. Impulse is one of the better coasters. But as you can tell today, Knoebels is pretty empty. So I'm walking around doing the Revisited, and I'm like going through all the different things. And you know, there's a lot of food things this year, and there's a lot of a couple rides are missing, a couple of them are still being repaired, that kind of stuff here. So I'm walking around and I'm like, you know what? Let me go, you know, I'm on this side here because notice the Dole Whip's not available today. That's a bummer. But with that being said, I'm like walking around thinking, okay, I got, you know, there's no lines, it's easy walk on. So I did something I didn't think I was going to do this year, but it's a coaster credit, and I know at the end of the year it's going to be tight. trying to get to 125. So right here is Cosmos Curves, and that is my 42nd roller coaster of the year. Yep, I can't believe I did kiddie coasters, but as you can tell, look, right here is the line, and there's nobody in line. It's completely dead. So I can honestly say I completely kicked Knoebels of every roller coaster, which is neat because I've done 9 other amusement parks this year, and none of them have been kicked. Hershey Park, I keep trying to, but it never happens. And in one day, on a Wednesday, rainy Wednesday, I was able to kick the entire park. So all 6 coasters are part of our count. We're at 42. So now I'm going to go around and do a couple spotlights, and after I'm done doing the spotlights and the shorts, I might ride a couple more coasters, grab some more food, and then call it a day. So this has been a really good day at Knoebels. The rain held off, and there goes Cosmos Curves. All right, we're right in front of the Oregon, which is right across from the Phoenix, and we are basically done for the day. We walked all over this park. As you can tell, it is completely empty because of the weather and because it's a Wednesday in the middle of May. A lot of the school buses that were here are already gone for the day. So with that being said, we're getting ready to wrap up ourselves here, and we shot 3 POVs, we shot shorts, we shot spotlights, and of course we did our park day where we got 6 roller coasters. We were only planning on getting, I think originally we were planning on getting 5, but Cosmos Curves had no line, so I'd be crazy not to do that. So we got that, and then we also did the entire Revisited, so definitely make sure you check that out too. So have you been to Knoebels? What are your thoughts of this park there? Is it one of your favorite parks, or can you skip it? What's your favorite roller coaster here? Please let us know that in the comments. And until next time, thank you for watching, and keep on watching as we ride to 125.